Hello, my name is Ryan C. Nehlen and I am an English literature major from Columbia College. I'm giving a speech today for my Introduction to Speech class, which is a required course, but hopefully it will help me grow as a public speaker, become more professional and more confident speaking in front of people. The purpose of this speech is to talk about my strengths and my weaknesses and areas of improvement for myself as a public speaker. We'll start with the strengths. I was, believe it or not, on the speech team when I was in high school. I did a year of debate, which didn't really work out for me, and then I did 2 years of humorous interpretation where I did cuttings from plays, and that gave me a lot of experience speaking in front of people. I would go from classroom to classroom, and I'd be there among my peers, and there was a judge in the back, and they would critique me and write down everything I said. And even though I was playing a part, it was still a small room, so it was a lot more pressure than it would be in front of a larger audience. But I was able to make it through speech, and that segued into my foray into community theater after I left college. I did several shows over the course of a few years, and that definitely helped me calm my nerves and get more used to being up in front of an audience. And that is where I kind of learned what our textbook talks about taking the nervousness and the anxiety that public speaking brings and turning it to a positive advantage, making it work to your advantage and being able to control your adrenaline. And so you take that energy and you take that confidence and you exude it toward the audience to elicit a response. But the adrenaline, though, has kind of a flip side, which leads into my weaknesses, because sometimes it makes me stumble, it makes me rush over my words, sometimes my mouth moves faster than my head, and then I have to stop and pause and think back and try and collect my thoughts, but that's a weakness that I do need to work on. And that also leads to the insecurities and the self-consciousness that everyone feels when they're up giving a public speech. My own insecurities all have to do with me speaking about myself. I hate talking about myself. I hate taking myself too seriously. I usually make a ton of self-depreciating jokes whenever I'm around people that I'm comfortable with because it takes the edge off and it takes the focus off of me. So thinking of myself and my insecurities a little more seriously will probably help me to be a better public speaker. And those two points right there definitely lead to the uhs, which I just said, and the filler words, and the stammering, and everything that goes along with just being nervous and unprepared as a public speaker. For my areas of improvement, more rehearsal time, that would help me out, getting more experience talking to people, getting more experience talking in front of a camera. Watching myself on camera is another huge area of improvement because I hate doing that. I hate watching myself. I hate looking at pictures of myself, and this is definitely a way that is going to help me prepare better for speeches in the future, is watching my form and finding ways to improve it. So those that preparation should eliminate the filler words and all the anxiety that goes with the public speaking. So in conclusion, while I do have some experience speaking in front of large audiences, it's always been as a character, it's never been as me, so this is something I can always improve upon and hopefully to become a more professional and well-rounded speaker, as if I wasn't round enough. So thank you all very much for listening to my speech, and good night.